10 most amazing stadiums in the world. Number 1. Allianz Arena, Germany. In this stadium, along with the match, you can experience the color-changing wall of the stadium and also the unique live shows of the world. This stadium can seat 75,000 people. Its biggest feature is the strong light coming from each inch of its wall, for which every part of it was covered with LED light, which changes its color every 30 seconds. There are also 2 full-size restaurants inside it. Even if your seat is far away from the field, the 700 LED screens give you a clear view of the field. Number 2. Floating Stadium, Marina Bay, Singapore. Built in 2007, it is the only floating stadium in which 30,000 people can simultaneously watch matches, like football or soccer. Apart from the match, other events are also organized and it is used as a floating stage. Due to this, it also becomes the largest floating stage in the world. There was also a National Day Parade in 2007 and the Summer Youth Olympics in 2010. Number 3. FNB Stadium, South Africa. For the first time in 2010, FNB Stadium was selected for the final of the FIFA World Cup. Earlier, it was known for the soccer stadium which started in 1989. Then it got renovated and finally turned into a modern stadium. Today, it is the largest stadium of the entire African continent, which can seat 95,000 people. Earlier, it had 80,000 seats. It also organizes other big events, like it was used for the National Memorial Service on Nelson Mandela's death in 2013. International singers have also performed here, like Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber. Number 4. Kaohsiung Stadium, Taiwan. The architecture in this stadium has changed the centuries-old round design for the stadium. For this, it has also got the title of Most Unique Design Stadium. It looks like a horseshoe from inside and like a snake's back from the top, and some people call it even a question mark. It is so well designed that in summer it always gets air and there is no problem with ventilation. When hot air enters inside it, first it goes up, then it cools down, so that people watching the game do not feel the heat. Number 5. Maracana Stadium, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The stadium, built in Brazil, was officially opened in 1950, and it became the largest soccer show stadium in the world, bringing together more than 200,000 people. Although built for only 75,000 people, this happened because at the time it was under construction and the fans were standing at the empty places. In this, more than 100,000 people had seen the match together 284 times. Number 6. Bird's Nest Stadium, China. This stadium looks like a bird's nest. It is made entirely of steel, using 42,000 tons of steel. The stadium got the title of World's Largest Steel Structure in 2008. This structure is such that it can sustain the event of any natural disaster like an earthquake and can protect more than 91,000 people inside it. But there was a huge problem in making this because the temperature of Beijing ranges from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which changes the size of the steel considerably. To resolve this, scientists devised a new formula called Q35 steel for the safety of the people. The amount of sulfur and phosphorus in the steel was reduced, due to which the effect of weather on its shape was negligible. This made the Bird's Nest Stadium a wonder in front of the world. Number 7. Wembley Stadium, London. This stadium first started in 1923, used to have small games and events. Then it was discontinued in 2000. Again reopened in 2007. After renovation, its seating capacity was increased to 90,000. The 436 feet tall arc built over it, which supports the roof of this and helps it to open and close. This roof gives shelter only to the people sitting there, not to the field, because the grass in the field needs sunlight so that it can grow. Spectacular events also take place in the stadium. Since 2007, the number of travelers visiting here has more than doubled. Number 8. Camp Nou Stadium, Spain. In view of the increasing number of soccer fans, in 1957, a stadium was built in which 99,000 people could watch matches, and it also got the title of largest stadium in Europe continent. In 1965, the stadium was given the status of 5-star stadium by the Union of European Football Association. Number 9. AT&T Stadium, Texas. built by the Football Teams Association of Texas, has become the largest football stadium in the world. In 2009, it was renovated and its seating capacity was increased from 65,000 to 80,000 for the normal event. The unique seating system of the stadium adds railings to increase its seating capacity to 100,000. The field of the stadium has been built somewhat below the main entrance to give people a panoramic view. The LED screen with dimensions 160 by 71 used here is the largest screen in any stadium in the world, which hangs 90 feet above the field. Number 10. Panathinaikos Stadium, Greece. It is the oldest and most historic stadium, which was built in 330 BC. Since that time, it was made from limestone. 150 years later, it was renovated and then marble was also used. Even at that time, it could seat 50,000 people. But in 400 AD, all the games in it were stopped by a Roman king, after which it turned into ruins. It remained so until archaeologists discovered it in 1835. It was then rebuilt, and in 1896, the modern Olympics were introduced for the first time in it. Sports like soccer, archery, basketball, and racing are held inside this stadium. This was all about today's video. Please like, share, and comment below. Thank you for watching.